Hey guys, this is Kevin Murphy on my channel called Narcissistic Abuse, Learning Who I Am Again. In this video, I'll be talking about the narcissistic mother's sons. The sons who grew up with the narcissistic momster and how they turned out as adults. So, generally, sons who grow up with nurturing mothers and moms that show compassion and care and nurture, those sons usually grow up to love and respect their spouses, respect their girlfriends or significant others, because they have a good relationship with their mother, and the way that the mother displayed was a great example of a great representation of what a woman is and what the woman represents as in the eyes of the child. So our parents are like that template. Our parents are like that example of how we relate to people in the world, other people in the world. So if our mother is a nurturing, kind woman, we're going to look at other women as being such, a nurturing, kind woman. We're going to trust we're going to trust other women. We're going to like and love other women instead of not trusting them or feeling like they have an agenda. Those sons who grew up with narcissistic mothers generally have a hard time trusting women. They generally have a hard time believing that women are good. If your mother was known to cheat on men or was a drunk or neglectful or didn't pay any attention to you, 9 times out of 10 these sons will have a really hard time relating to women and respecting women. On Tuesday nights, I usually watch this show. I'm not sure if any of you guys ever heard of the show called The Haves and the Have-Nots, but I am a huge Haves and the Have-Nots fan. For you viewers who have never watched the show, I recommend watching the show. It's Tuesday nights on the OWN channel at 9 p.m. It's a really good show. But those who have who have watched it know of Veronica Harrington, who plays Jeffrey's mother. Jeffrey is the son who has come out gay, and the mom is not in favor of him choosing to be gay or being gay and wanting to be with a man. His dad, David, he's not thrilled that the son is gay, but he has come to terms with it. He, accepts his son for who he is and things like that. But the mom, Veronica, is not having it. I mean, this woman has gone so far as getting an escaped convict to come over there and beat him up. Has had him thrown into jail, blackmailed him, extorted him, all kinds of stuff, tampered with evidence, all just so that way she can have her way. And a lot of people who watch the series probably thinks that Veronica is just a gay hater or just someone who just doesn't like gays or anything like that. And the way I look at it, and the way that, based on what I've learned about NPD, because I started watching this show, and I think the show actually started coming on around the time I started learning about NPD. From what I notice about her character, she's definitely a narcissist, but it's not so much because she hates gays. It's more because she has an image. And I even remember watching one episode when Jeffrey was trying to come out, and he looked really disheveled and he looked really a mess. And one of the things that she said to him was, look at you, you're looking a mess. Do you know I mean, this is a black family, and she said, you know, these white folks are going to look at us and they think that they think that we're uneducated and so on and so forth. So he was distraught and he was very upset when he came into the office, where he came out, you know, he came out to his mother and father, and they were in David's office. And David was the only one that showed any kind of concern and any kind of empathy for Jeffrey. But Veronica was ignoring the fact that there was something wrong, that he was feeling some kind of way, and only thing she was focused on was his image. So this woman also went as far as getting, you know, blackmailing this girl to be with him, because Veronica's very rich and powerful, and most narcissistic people are. She's very powerful, she's very intelligent, and she's a lawyer. And she somehow got involved with this girl's father, not in a sexual way, but got involved with this girl's parents. And the girl's father was dying of cancer, and you know, she was willing to pay all his hospital bills and all of his, you know, chemo treatments and things like that. But the caveat was the girl Melissa had to be with Jeffrey, so she was pretty much Jeffrey's beard. Again, it's all about appearances. I use this. The reason why I use Veronica Harrington as an example, as an example, is because typically narcissistic mothers are all about control. They're all about appearance. They're all about how they look to the world, because they're very insecure people. A secure person wouldn't really care about what other people thought if their son was gay. A secure person wouldn't go through the lengths that she went through to try to hide the fact that hide the inevitable, that the fact that Jeffrey's gay. And you know, no matter what, no matter how much you feel, how you feel about it, that's just who he is. But she wasn't having it. And so it got to the point where Jeffrey and the mom have a very strained relationship. He's very close to his dad, but he doesn't trust the mom at all. And the mom will do anything and everything to get him to do what she says. And Jeffrey has been more resistant to the mom's abuse and the mom's tactics of trying to control him. So, ladies, if you're watching this, I would suggest that if you're with a man who talks about their mom being, or you see signs that the mother might be narcissistic or disordered or whatever, I would suggest having that guy go to counseling if he's not in counseling already. Because if he's not in counseling and he's not getting his stuff together, 9 times out of 10 he's going to take that anger and that rage and that wrath that he has toward his mother out on you. Because again, as children, we see our parents are examples of what the outside world looks like. So if our mother is if our mother is decent, we're going to think that other women are going to be decent. So we're going to treat women the way that we want to treat our mother. And I have seen situations where guys who have been raised by narcissistic mothers that treat their women like crap. They use them, they abuse them, they call them names and things like that. And the very thing that these men want to say and want to do to their mothers is what they do to the women. Because narcissistic mother has a very, very, very sharp tongue. And the narcissistic mother's tongue is so sharp, she makes a sailor blush. Her mouth is the opposite of ladylike. She will curse you out from here to Timbuktu. Nothing is sacred with the narcissistic mother. And she prides herself on being like that. And that's why in the last video, I suggested those who are in dynamics like this, and you see that a mother, a narcissistic, you realize that you do have a narcissistic mother, and she's sitting there bragging about cursing people out, and she's sitting there bragging about how she makes a man named Muscles cry, or she talks about, you know, she brags about doing evil to people. You need to stay away from her. I don't care if it's your mom. I don't care who it is. That is a toxic person. That is a person that you should not be around. And that person doesn't mean you any good or anybody else around you any good. She doesn't even mean herself any good. So if you find yourself in a situation where the mom is sitting there on the phone gossiping, talking, pitting other family members against one another, and she's bragging about how she broke up someone else's family, she's bragging about how she is, she's the queen, and she's number one, and she tries to manipulate other people to make her number one, you need to get the hell away from her, because she will not change. She will not get any better. And if anything, you will find yourself incredibly alone. You'll find yourself confused. You'll find yourself just a mess, because no person, especially the mom, should be making you feel that insecure and making you feel that negatively about yourself. So this is just a quick video on, and also the conclusion for now, on the narcissistic momster slash matriarch. Tomorrow I'm going to start a new video series on how the narcissist does not take responsibility for their actions and for their behavior. And I'm going to start with a recent situation that I had for myself living with a narcissistic roommate. So please stay tuned for more videos, and I will see you back here next time. Bye.